Over the course of the last few months, since the president was elected, Russia, yes, ties to Russia. Well, this just came out. A spokesperson for Vladimir Putin in Russia said, listen, you're all talking over there about Jeff Sessions meeting with Russian ambassadors. Well, guess what? The Democrats did the same thing, including Hillary Clinton's campaign. Listen to what he said.
Did he have similar meetings with Clinton campaign officials? Because I don't know of any.
Well, if you look at some people connected with Hillary Clinton during her campaign, you would probably see that he had lots of meetings of that kind.
We did see that. Senator Claire McCaskill and Nancy Pelosi have met, but the mainstream media is not talking about it, not talking about that soundbite either from yesterday. Look at this, Laura. ABC, NBC, CBS, 0 minutes spent on that story right there. What do you make of it?
First of all, I want to say A+ to the Fox graphics team, because I love that graphic. It doesn't surprise us. I mean, we know what the narrative is here. The narrative that they want to cement in the hearts and minds of the public is that, you know, Donald Trump, the only reason he won is because he was getting some help from the hackers in Russia. It's ridiculous. They have no evidence on this. The fact that an associate once worked on a Ukrainian campaign, years ago, and that he was once, running the Trump campaign. Who cares?
That's all it takes for them.
Yeah, and meanwhile, all these Democrats routinely have meetings with Russian officials. Presumably they all want Hillary to win. Presumably they've given some advice to Hillary over the years, and they don't cover it. But this is par for the course, which is why Donald Trump's doing what he should be doing, focusing on the big issues:
right.
Obamacare, tax reform, deregulation. They did a lot of great stuff on the deregulatory framing yesterday, which again got very little coverage in the mainstream media. So he's keeping his head down, doing what he promised to do. This Russia stuff, I think most people don't follow it. I think it's tenuous at best.
But you know what's going to happen? The next thing is Democrats are going to say, they're politicizing the Intelligence Committee. I'm walking out of the investigation. And the real reason will be because there's not enough there, as James Clapper told us. And they'll say, I think people like Tom Cotton are politicizing this, and Devin Nunes. And that will be their next move. Then they'll keep the story alive. They're all going to run to the cameras. And we have another week of this.
Yeah, I think they want to dominate the headlines with Russia, because otherwise they're going to have to talk about the stock market, job creation, consumer confidence, overall optimism in the future, business development, manufacturing going up, and the border crossings going down. I mean, that's a bad narrative for the Democrats. It's a good narrative for America, and it's certainly an excellent narrative for Donald Trump. So they have to obfuscate. They have to deviate. This is typical Saul Alinsky. None of us should be surprised about this, but I think the Republicans don't get hung up on it. Let the investigation peter out. It will, and then call the Democrats out for what they're doing.
All right. Meanwhile, let's talk